Hi guys, welcome back to Wheels and Frames. Today we have one of the India's most iconic car with us, and that's this, the Maruti 800. Okay, let's start with the looks. Basically, this is a very simple looking car. It's more of a boxy shaped car. uh, it was weird of that time because during those times we had the ambassadors, the premier Batmanis and all the stuff which had like lot of curves and things in it, but Maruti came up with a very boxy style design. Even at the rear it looks very compact and it has a very boxy shaped design in it. Okay, let's open the boot and see the boot. Basically this doesn't have any boot release inside. We have to open it using the button in the rear. So what we have here is a very small boot. Obviously the car is very small, obviously boot is also small. Get a full size spare wheel and a jack and all the stuff, and the speaker is only mounted in the rear. We get only speakers on the rear, that too it's like aftermarket. You don't get anything standard during those times. So that's it in the boot. Let's close it. This doesn't get any center locking or anything as standard because obviously it's an early 2000s car and a budget car, so you don't get that. Let's open the rear seat. When you come to the rear, the space is pretty good because I have moved the seats to my level, which is pretty far. As you can see, I have moved it like almost all the way back. Still I have a good amount of leg room and knee room, and the under thigh support is okay. Looking back to those ages, this is not that bad, it's okay. And obviously you can see the lot of exposed metal and everything. This was very common during the early 2000s, but still that's what you get for the money what you pay. And obviously you don't get any power windows in this car, all are and winding mirrors, and also there is no central locking and stuff. And the headroom is pretty good for my height. And yeah, it's not that much claustrophobic in here, as you have pretty wide windows, and you get like two other narrow windows, like the small windows in the C pillar, so it is pretty airy in here. Okay, that's it in the rear seat. Now let's move to the front seat. Yeah, this is where you'll be spending a lot of time, since this being a budget car, it's gonna be your self-driving car in the cities and stuff. So it's a very simple setup. You get a normal gauge, there is no tachometer, it's just a speedometer, fuel meter and a temperature gauge. And you give the old style hazard button and AC controls, standard fan, cool, the place where the air comes from, and the AC on off button. And you get this weird pull push style for the air to come inside from the vent. The coin storage here, and this used to be the panel for the old style cassette tape recorder, where you put the cassette and stuff. And you get another storage over here, also a glove box which is pretty big for the size of the car, and again a storage there. And you also get door pockets in the front, but you don't get it in the rear, only in the fronts, and that too on that side, not on the driver's side. And again a coin holder over here and a small storage, this to open the hood. And yeah, there is an aftermarket my TVS, some random audio player, and the gear shifter is very simple for exposed wires and stuff. Even you can see the steering rack moving over there. Yeah, and that's That's all in the inside. Okay, so let's open the engine bay and let's start with the engine. So basically this is a 800cc engine. It's a 3-cylinder one. It produces around 37 horses and like 59 newton meters of torque, which is very low to the modern standards, but still this is pretty much enough for a car of this size, and with this much small capacity engine and like car, it has a pretty good fuel efficiency also. And also, being a old car, you can see a lot of gap in the engine bay, since the engine is very small. Even though the car is small, you can find a lot of gap. And also, as this was the budget car during the period, it has a lot of exposed wires and tubes here and there. And that's it under the engine bay. Let's move to the next. Let's go for a drive and let's start speaking about how it feels to drive and how it is about in the roads. So basically, as I said, this has around like 37 horses of power and like 57 Nm of torque, which is actually pretty good for this size of the car to drive in cities. But this has only 4 gears, which makes it a bit tough to drive on like top higher speeds and stuff, because when you reach a speed of like 100 or something, that's it, it gets redlined. But it still goes on up to like 120 or 130 even, but it's not safe and advised to drive this car in that speeds. At the same time, when it comes to the braking performance, you get disc brakes in the front, but it's not a booster brake or anything, it's normal hydraulic disc brakes, so it feels a bit hard to brake. At the same time, when it comes to the steering, you don't get any power steering or anything in this. Some of the later models got power steering, but this particular one, this is a 2003 model, so this doesn't get any power steering in this. So it's a bit of a workout to your hands, like when you drive inside the cities. But still, this being a small car and it has a small tire, it doesn't feel that tough to drive it like how you feel with an old Jeep or something. This feels a pretty good, comfortable. When it comes to the AC, it is okay for the Indian climate, but when it's like too hot, or like when you park it under some hot sun and then when you take it up, it's a bit too hot. And why you should buy a Maruti 800 in this 2020 was like it has been almost like more than 15 years since the car has come. Even like, sorry, not even 15 years, this car is more than 15 years, but when you take as Maruti 800, it's almost more than 20-25 years. The thing is, if you want to get a car for a very cheap price and you want to learn driving, or like you might be a middle class family or something like that, where you need a car for the city, like you have a family of 4 or 5 where you want to go around the city and like go to like some short trips and stuff, this is a pretty good option in the second-hand car market. You can pick a very well-maintained Maruti 800 for a nice bargain of 60,000, 50,000. Even there are cars which are pretty cheap as like 30,000 on OLX or the Facebook marketplace or the second-hand car dealers. Also, this being a cheap car, it is also pretty good in your pockets when it comes to maintenance, mileage and all this stuff. It gives around like 17 if you are driving in like good speeds, which means like not pushing it too hard. When it comes to service and spares, since this being a Maruti Suzuki, it's like way cheap when you compare with the other brands and other vehicles which you could get on the second-hand market. Also, you can, this being an old car, you need not even like rely on like any Maruti even service center. You can even go with any local garages where you can get this done, because this being a simple car, like all the mechanics can work on it like very easy. There is nothing big to spoil on. Also, the spares are very cheap, which makes running this car very cost effective. And that's it all about the Maruti 800. Hope you like the videos. If you have not checked out my older videos, do check it out. That is a series which I've done on the M80, where we have rebuilt an old two-stroke M80 and customized it completely. Also, I'll leave my Instagram handle in the description. You can have a check out of it, where I'll be posting about the upcoming videos and all updates about the channel. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any opinions about the videos and like any ideas which we can do, leave it in the comment section. Thank you.